Okay, once you have your artwork, uploaded, the background's gone, you played with colors, you're happy, we need to make a repeat tile out of this. So how are we going to do that? Okay, I would say probably save this file just in case you need to go back to it for whatever reason. And then you could save a new one, which can be your repeat file. And we're actually going to go ahead and make this just one layer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say layer, flatten our image. Woo. Okay. Okay, cool. And then it's probably a good idea to crop out as much as the background as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. I just went to the crop tool. I could crop lots. I don't even know what to crop yet. I can always crop more if I change my mind. But right now I'm just kind of getting most of the white background out. Okay, so how we're going to put this into repeat is we're going to use the offset filter. So it's kind of hidden under filter. They categorized it under other. I don't know why, because I think it's the most important filter, to be honest with you. And then there it is, offset at the bottom. So what they're doing is they're kind of taking your artwork and they're just like moving it. So I always like to use that example of having a piece of paper. I don't know, like if I were to take this piece of paper and cut it in half and then switch it, you'd have like one nose at the top and the other nose at the bottom, but then the middle would be all messed up. I'm not sure if that is a good way to explain it or not, but that's kind of what they're doing. So like right now, the very bottom edge will align perfectly with the top edge if this was a repeat tile. Okay, and then same with the side edge. See how there's like white and it stops right here and you have some kind of purple, that will line up perfect. I'm going to move it so it's offset a little bit more in the middle. Okay, so I'm kind of getting my white really like in the middle as possible. And then what I want to do is go and clean up my edges. Now this is going to be rough. I think I do have too much white. So I think I'm going to say cancel for right now, maybe crop a little bit more because I don't really want any white in this. I don't know. I guess I could have white if I wanted, but I don't think so. So I'm back to crop. I'm just going to cut off the edges here. Let's see, a little bit more. Okay, maybe I cropped too much. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, same thing. Filter. Not sure why it's filed in other. There it is, the last one, offset. Okay, so now you can really see that my repeat tiles don't match up. See how it's like a solid white line? So we need to fix that. So I like to get those lines kind of in the middle. Okay, and I'll just say, okay. So right now for sure, the top of this tile is gonna match perfectly with the bottom, but the middle's a mess. So we need to go in and clean it up. And that's the challenge that arises, especially with a print like this that's just so abstract. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click it, or just, switch to my selection tool or my move tool. Okay, so there's different ways you can do it. You can get a brush and try to brush it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna use a smart selection tool. Let's see here. So maybe what I will do is maybe get this lasso tool. Maybe I'll just kind of select around here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go ahead and say edit. And I'm going to say content aware fill. Now let's see what that does. That can kind of clean it up a little bit. So now I'm going to click this little brush right here. This is my sample brush. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to fill it with like nothing that's white. I don't want it to fill with anything that's white. What would happen if I kind of pick like this area? What's going to happen? Okay, do I get a preview? I think it's thinking about it right now. Don't think it's really happy with me. Oh, there we go. So we could start with that, right? Okay. I really wish I didn't have any white at the edge. That might cause problems with my repeat tile later. Okay, so I think I'll just say okay. And I'll say deselect. And then I'm going to go back in and kind of do it again, to be honest with you. Maybe what I should have done, I'm going to say Command Z, is I should have feathered my selection. So I'm going to open up my history. Window, history. I'm going to just delete my content aware. And this time, you know what? I think maybe I'll just get more of it. I'll just say deselect. You really shouldn't touch the top. So I'm like, I almost feel like I'm just going to, sorry guys, I'm just going to go back and I'm gonna re-offset it. And get rid of the offset. Okay. So maybe what I'll do, I'll crop it again. It's getting smaller and smaller. I feel like this white we can get rid of. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can be okay with the white. Okay, I'm gonna try to offset again. Filter, other, I don't know why, last but not least, right? Okay, so offset. I don't want any white on the edges. No. Put that back. There we go. This is better. I can work with this. Maybe there's a little white on that edge. I don't want that. So scoot that a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. I think I can work with this. Okay. Third time's a charm. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a random lasso tool. Not exactly sure. Oh, I got to be careful about that edge. Maybe I'm kind of biting off too much. Like you might want to start with just smaller shapes. Just going for it. Okay. Now I want to say select and I want to feather my edges because last time it was kind of harsh. So I'll say modify, feather. And yeah, maybe 5's good. Yeah, I can always undo it if I change my mind. Okay, so now let's try edit, content aware fill, and we're gonna use that brush tool again, and I'm just gonna select, copy you guys can copy here. All of this is yours to copy, right? Something like that. Just gonna give it a lot of options, so maybe you can figure it out. Maybe, sure, why not, down here. Yeah, don't forget about you. I'm kind of just experimenting right now. Am I giving it too many choices? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see what happens. So it's thinking, I can see the little circle, the bottom corner there. That's kind of cool. I actually kind of like it. I'm going to say, okay, let's look at this guy. I'm going to say deselect. I kind of wish it was feathered a little bit more. So, okay. I don't mind the bottom so much, but this top part's kind of weird. So what if I grab it like that? And then we say select, feather, or modify, feather. What if I feather it by like 15 pixels? I don't even know if that's enough or not. And then now let's try edit, fill, content aware fill. And I'm going to make this brush bigger because it can just really do the whole thing, in my opinion. Oh, I'm on different layers. Okay. Say cancel. Make sure you're on. Maybe should I do? I think I'll just do background. Okay, go back to background. Okay, let's try this again. Edit, content aware fill. Okay, got my big brush. I like to reselect it just to make sure. Okay. This will be interesting because we're going to have multiple layers. I don't really know. I'm just kind of selecting a whole bunch of it. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I should have made my brush bigger. I don't really know. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. I'll say deselect. It's kind of messed up here now. So where's that part? Oh, okay, I don't like it. Trash. Let's go back here. Oh, no, is that the part I do like? No, yeah, that's okay. Actually, Command Z. Oh, it's because this guy was on top. Duh. Okay, there we go. Let me move him down. Okay, so we still kind of have this line. Anyways, you can kind of keep playing with this. What you want to do is just get the middle part looking pretty good. Maybe I was too ambitious with the content aware. Maybe it would have been better to just do like parts of it. Maybe like that much. I'm going to make sure it's feathered though. I think that looks really nice. Modified, feather, 15. I'll make sure on my background layer. I'll try this again. Edit, content aware fill. gosh, what do I want this to be? Do I want it to mostly just be this bottom one? Maybe I'll just try to stick with just the ones around it. Maybe that will make it better. Let's try that. Yeah, that's much nicer. Okay, cool. Deselect. See, I'm getting somewhere. This is looking pretty good. So I know though my tiles are lined up. So I don't know. I kind of want to see what this looks like in full repeat. See if I'm happy with it or if I want to make more changes. It's kind of weird how the grain stops right there. I might end up fixing that one. But before I spend too much more time, I kind of want to see what this looks like in repeat. So in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set it as a tile and then look at it in repeat.